Peace, YouTube family. It's your boy Zay. Come back to another video. You dig? You know how we do. We get right into it. So this video I wanted to talk about. And I've been sitting this on the back burner for a minute. This been brewing in my head for a minute. No specific reason. It just got dark out of nowhere. That's weird. But for no specific reason, I just it ain't really been on my spirit to speak on it. But it's something I've been peeping for a minute. But people try so hard to be different, but if people were just authentically themselves, their own individual, everybody would be different. Just think about that. Think about how many people out here, just think about how many people out here try so hard to be different. Like, it's people who wake up every day and try to find different ways just to be different, so they can say, "Oh, I'm different from everybody else." But just think about it. We're all uniquely made. Like, regardless of how similar some of us may be, we're all, in a sense, some way we're different in some certain way. So if everybody in some way is different, that means if everybody just woke up every day and was just themselves, their own individual selves, everybody would be different. Everybody would have their own style. Everybody would have their own type of vibe to them. If everybody just woke up and say, "Hey, I'm gonna be myself." But you know why people don't do that? Because a lot of people are not happy with themselves. A lot of people don't like who they are for them to even... Matter of fact, hold on. A lot of people don't even know who they are. Forget liking who they are. Because for you to like or not like who you are, you got to know who you are. So a lot of people don't even know who they are. So, so for a lot of people to even authentically be themselves, they have to know who they are. But when you don't know who you are, you don't even have an individual to like or dislike, because you don't know that individual in itself. So that's why you see so many people attaching. Man, I've been seeing this since high school, bro. I swear to you not, bro. I've been seeing this since high school, like, especially my generation, bro. My generation walk around like clones, and I'm like, God damn. I'm talking about on the male and the female side, bro. I remember I'm coming up in high school, bro, and I get it's the trends and whatnot, but I'm telling you, when I'm coming up in high school, bro, it was Playboy Cardi clones everywhere. Shit, now, well, I think it was like a year or two ago, it was Gunna clones everywhere. On the female side, bro, it's City Girl clones everywhere. All this Cardi B clones, all the the female artists, it's them type of clones everywhere. And here's the funny thing about City Girls. The City Girls themselves, I don't know. I love them for some. I know why, because that's them authentically. That's who they are. But all the females who try to emulate City Girls, I just can't ride with it. It just grinds my gears. But the City Girls, the original City Girls, like, for some reason I love them. Like, anybody, even if I find some people's behavior to be toxic, if they genuinely or authentically, like, being themselves, like they on their own wave, they doing them, I automatically rock with them, because I fuck with leaders so heavy. I fuck with people who authentically being themselves so heavy. So even though I don't agree with everything City Girls say or do, because they genuinely and authentically being themselves, I'm like, damn, I love JT. I love Young Miami. But these little chicks that run around trying to emulate City Girls, I just be like, and it's kind of like a contradiction in a sense, but it's not, because like I said, it's about the authentic energy that's behind it. The people these chicks who emulating the City Girls or whatnot, like I said, I understand it comes down to influence and all that. I understand all that, but when you get to a certain age and you're basing your whole identity off another individual, and you're expecting people to accept you as, like, here's the thing, people will adopt other people's identities and still be wanting you to accept them as if that's an original identity for them. It's like, no, I know you biting style, like, that's not you. You look like 10 other girls I just seen. Y'all look exactly the same, but I'm supposed to treat you with, like, I treat everybody with respect. So it's not about respect, but I'm supposed to treat you with a certain level of like specialness or something. Cause it's just, I don't know. You look the same, you act the same. Same with these dudes. That's why like these dudes don't understand. That's why a lot of these dudes don't get taken serious. Cause like, bro, you move and talk and look exactly like the rest of these niggas. So how can you be taken serious? And it's like, bro, you're not even moving in your original identity. And you want a woman to take you as a man, but you're not even moving in your original identity. You did. Like, anybody who know me, shit, hoodies and sweatpants. Niggas know whatever the trend is. It can be knee-high skinny jeans shorts. I'm coming out the house if the weather, if it's like a cool type of weather, I'm coming out the house in hoodies and sweatpants. Nigga, with slides. That's just me. Everybody in the world could be having shoes on. If I'm feeling slides, I'm gonna go slides. Now, if I'm feeling shoes, then I'm gonna go. But if I'm feeling slides, I'm gonna go slides. Cause you know why? I love me. I love being authentically me. Cause I'm dope. Because I know who I am, and I've cultivated who I am, and I continue to cultivate, and I continue to upgrade who I am. And when you continue to work on yourself and upgrade yourself, people fuck with you. Because you focus on being you. You're not focused on trying to adopt somebody else's identity and accept it as your own. You're trying to be you. You're not trying to. You are being you. You giving the world who you are, and they gotta accept you for whatever you presented. I'm not trying to, give off a certain image and hide certain things about myself. And of course, I don't share everything publicly, but I'm not trying to spruce things up a certain way or try. I'm not like how I look right now. Just raw form. Like I didn't get did up to come on here. I don't edit my videos no more. This just raw me. Like that's just what it is. Cause I'm okay with my authentic self. I'm okay with genuinely just being me. Like I'm not trying to give off no facade. I'm not trying to give off no character. Like this who I am. Now in the thing about when you cultivate yourself and you constantly working on yourself and you growing yourself and you learning things about yourself, you start to find out that it's so many different aspects and layers about yourself, especially like when you are a highly intelligent and a very complex individual that got different gifts and different interests. It's like people can know something about me, but they only know a 33rd percentage of, like they only know 1/33 fraction of me. So like an individual may know a small thing about me over here, and they may think they know me, but it's like that's not even a quarter. That's not even a tenth. You dig what I'm saying? Of me. So that's just the things that you encounter and you're able to see when you genuinely yourself. Like I said, with my generation, I'm keeping it 100, bro. It's clones everywhere on the males and the female side. And when you authentic, real recognize real. So anytime I see somebody else that's moving authentic in my generation, I salute them, bro. They could be on TV, or they could be like somebody I be meeting in passing. And most people I rock with, like most dudes I rock with, none of them are followers. Like they ain't, and I'm the type of nigga, I don't have to be around the most popping niggas. I just gotta be around authentic, genuine people, bro. That's it. You ain't gotta be on, you ain't gotta be rich, you ain't gotta be none of that, cause I ain't come from none of that. So even when I do get on, I'm not finna drop my authentic partners just to be around some, new niggas that I don't even know if they authentic or not. That image and all that, like that don't impress me. Being real, being genuine, being authentic, being you. That's what I rock with. Same thing in women, like they women be trying to move a certain way to like try to impress or try to be in accordance with what everybody else doing, what everybody else think. But whole time I'm looking for the woman who moving against the grain. Cause all these, like, one thing what I realize about a lot of women is that they move with the herd. So whatever most of them doing, they all gonna be doing it. So I'm looking for the women who moving against the grain. Ain't afraid to step away from the herd. ain't afraid to do their own thing. That's the ones I'm attracted to, because I'm like, damn, you different. Because it's bold to be, ain't it crazy? It's bold to be you. It's a bold statement just for you to be yourself. Because there's so many people not being themselves. When people see you being yourself, it makes them uncomfortable, and they can't understand it because they're not able to do it. So they look down on you being yourself whole time while they're trying to be somebody else. But the reason why they can't see that they're trying to be somebody else, because they've adopted the identity of somebody else as their own. So now they're in their self-delusional world as to thinking that the identity that they've adopted, or the identity that they've adopted from somebody else, they now think is theirs, because they're so delusional to the point, and they come so self-enamored with this identity that they've gotten from somebody else, that they start to think that it's theirs. But it's like, no, that's not the case. But it's so crazy. You can't really see these things until you like really okay with being yourself, and you able to see the trends. You like, damn, everybody, like, I ain't gonna say everybody, I wouldn't say everybody, but it's like, damn, so many people moving the same. And so many people that's moving the same think they moving different. But the only people that can really see that you ain't moving different is the people who is genuinely moving different. And when I say moving different all really just mean being yourself. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, if everybody was just themselves, everybody would be moving different. Like, people thrive so hard today and trying to, I'm so different, I'm this, I'm different, I'm a one-on-one. But nigga, you doing the same thing everybody else doing. So how really are you a one-on-one? Shawty, you look like I said in the previous early in this video, you look like non-females I just saw earlier, but you so different. You just talked about the same exact thing those non-females just talked about, but you so different. You so different. How is just something you saying to make yourself feel good? Like, I genuinely be curious out here. Like, the mental delusion out here is crazy. It's crazy. Like, and this comes back to the previous video I did. Self-evaluation. People not self-evaluating themselves to even know that the individual they portraying is not even really them, because they're not doing self-evaluation. They're not doing self-evaluation. They're just adopting outside identities and outside constructs as their own, and marketing and writing over it. Oh, this is my identity. You're taking somebody else's identity and you're writing your name over it. That is what people doing. But I'm so different, I'm one-on-one. Bro, you dress just like dude that I just seen 3 minutes ago. Y'all look exactly the same hairstyle, all that. I'm telling you, bro, I've been seeing this since high school, and I be chilling because I'm doing my thing, so I don't really get too worked up on it. But I just be peeping like, damn, I got the same hairstyles, y'all put on the same fits, all y'all hype beasts, all y'all follow the same trends. Whatever ain't trendy, y'all ain't going for it. Man, it's a herd society. It's a sheeple society. Like, today's society is so easy to control, bruh. Like, people always talking about, oh, we're being controlled, we're being suppressed. Y'all are controlling yourselves. Y'all make it so easy for the days to even control y'all. Like, they really not even doing as much work as y'all think they doing, bruh. Like, y'all doing most of the work for them. They just they doing the cleanup work, whatever parts that y'all miss. But as a collective, most people cage themselves in a box. Most people cage their mind in a box. As is, like, the government or these unseen forces ain't got to do nothing, because most people do it themselves. Most people trying to be somebody else already. Most people don't want to know who they are. So it's like, people always talking about they suppress all this and that. They doing this to us. A lot of shit you think somebody else is doing to you, you're doing to yourself. Like, this is... Hey, man. I just don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. it's it's sad, bro. 'Cause like I said, I've been seeing this for some years, bro. And it'd be annoying too, because literally majority of the people who swear they be so different be exactly like the next motherfucker, bro. Exactly like the next individual. And I just be sitting back and peeping. I'm like, it's nothing different about you. Like, you're literally a spitting clone of somebody else. But you so different. You a one-on-one. You a one-on-one. Everything about you authentic. But nothing about you screams authentic, though. Nothing about you says you're being your individual self. The same identity that you're claiming, I seen that same identity in a couple other people I just seen today. So how can you be authentic if so many people out here sharing the same identity? You just saying that so you make yourself feel good. So you make yourself feel good within this identity that you adopted from somebody else. And the reason why you make yourself feel good within this identity, because you want to feel good within this adopted identity, because you want to feel like, oh, you are finding out who you are. Oh, you do know who you are. Instead of really becoming and knowing who you are, you rather to make lies and come up with false narratives about not adopting somebody else's identity and stamping your name on it, man. I'm telling you, but I done seen it. So this ain't like a debate or a rebuttal or like, bro, I've seen this since a youngin'. I done seen it. And me and my partner Kobe talk about all the time. Hey, paradigms and perspectives on the way. If you rock with the YouTube channel, bro, matter of fact, by this time, the podcast might already have its first episode out. It might. Or it might be shortly after this video. But paradigms and perspective. And the reason why I brought up that, because me and Kobe started a podcast, and these are some of the conversations we have all the time. Like, people think that they be so different, but like we just be sitting back like, nah, like you really 100 of 100. Like it's a matter of fact, you are 1,000 of 1,000. Like it's 1,000 of you. It's 1,000 of you. But it's really only a few people who really are one of one. And being a one of one don't mean you better than nobody. It just means you unapologetically being you and being okay with being you. And like I said, you can't be you unless you know who you are. And a part of being unapologetically being you is a part of embracing and liking who you are. You can't like and embrace who you are if you don't know who you are. And a lot of people don't want to take the time and sit out to know who they are, because it's certain layers you got to go through mentally. It's certain internal layers you got to go through to find out who you are. And a lot of people don't want to peel back them layers. A lot of people don't want to go through that dark side. I done been to that dark side. So that's why I can get on camera and speak like this, speak openly. I can speak about past occurrences without bashing the individual that was a part of the situation, occurrences I went through. I can speak on it with peace and speak on it to give knowledge and to give off my experiences that I went through without, and you know what I'm saying, I can speak on it through a level of positivity and through a level of giving knowledge to people, instead of speaking on it in the form of hatred or on the people that was involved with it. Because I'm past a certain level. I'm tapped into a different frequency. I'm genuinely and authentically okay with being me. Not just okay, nigga, I love me. Genuinely, I love me. Bruh, there's nobody in the world I would rather be than myself, bro. Because I look at it like this. If I had the amount of money that a top individual had, like if I had the earnings that a top individual had, like mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, I'm at peace. Like, I'm still growing, of course. You always growing, but I'm at a very peaceful state in all those elements. And in my opinion, I'm at a higher peace than most people who, you know, than most people who would be deemed successful because their amount of money. So like I was saying, the example I was giving, if I was to have the amount of wealth that an individual who would you say who you would say consider successful right now, but I would be at complete peace. The only reason I'm, it's a capitalistic society, so when you kind of like not financially stable, you kind of have, that's just what it is. That's just part of life right now. But a lot of people, if they had the amount of wealth that top successful people had, they still wouldn't be happy. Because I hear people talk, and I'm gonna get out here on this note. It's been so many times where I see celebrities come out, or top successful people that got a lot of successful. When I say successful, that means you got a lot of money with this. People who very wealthy and very rich. I hear these people say it all the time. Even Rod Wave and the other artists, they say it all the time. Like, they got money and they still wasn't happy. They accumulated a large lump sum of money and still wasn't happy. And I hear all these people who saying, "Oh, I don't know about them. I don't know what's wrong with them, but I know if I get $1 million, I'm gonna be happy right away. I'm gonna just wipe my tears away with the money." It's easy for you to say that when you're not in that position. Like, people always talking about stuff that they always speaking on situations they never been in. Yeah, it's easy for you to speak hypothetically, but that individual is telling you what they went through. They're not speaking on hypothetics. They speaking on their life, nigga. So everybody else, oh, if I had this amount of money, I'd be happy. But yet these same people with this amount of money telling you money ain't everything. If you ain't happy with yourself, this money is just a temporary cover-up of your insecurities, of the things you hate about yourself, of the things you don't like about your life. And eventually that money ain't gonna be able to suffice for the suffering that you going through within. But people don't think of that. They so materialistic until, see, here's the thing. People be so caught up on the materialistic side of things until you come into gaining of material things and you realize, oh damn, materialism isn't the answer. And by the time people realize that, it's too late, because you spent your whole life thinking, oh, if I get this amount of money, I'm gonna be happy. But the whole time it's people out here telling you, I got this money and I still wasn't happy until I became happy within, until I loved myself, until I knew myself. But everybody think they know everything. Peace, man.